Jessica Simpson's highly anticipated return to the spotlight hit an unexpected snag during her recent appearance on American Idol. What was meant to be a bold comeback performance turned into an emotional unraveling, one that left fans shocked, judges speechless, and Simpson herself struggling to hold it together. Jessica Simpson has been in the industry for decades, known for her powerful voice, bubbly personality, and unforgettable presence in the early 2000s. Her decision to return to American Idol, not as a judge but as a surprise performer, created waves of excitement across social media. Fans were eager to see the singer back on the stage that once defined the peak of pop stardom. However, as soon as Simpson stepped into the spotlight, it was clear something wasn't quite right. Dressed in a glittering gown and visibly emotional, Jessica began singing a stripped-down version of her new single. The moment was intended to be intimate and powerful, but nerves quickly took control. Her voice, once steady and strong, wavered on the very first note. Throughout the performance, she appeared shaky and distracted. Beads of sweat formed under the hot stage lights. Simpson reached for her earpiece, adjusted her mic, and tried to compose herself, but the growing tension in the room was impossible to ignore. As the camera panned to the judges, their faces said it all: concern, confusion, and compassion. By the second chorus, Simpson had lost pitch entirely, missing high notes and struggling to maintain breath control. Though she bravely pushed through to the end, it was evident that the emotional toll of her return had overwhelmed her. After the performance, the audience offered polite applause, but the silence that followed was deafening. Judges Katy Perry and Luke Bryan tried to comfort her with kind words, applauding her bravery for returning to such a big stage. However, even their encouragement couldn't hide the heartbreak that lingered in the air. Backstage sources revealed that Simpson had been under intense pressure leading up to the performance. Insiders say she had been rehearsing nonstop, grappling with self-doubt, and carrying the emotional weight of past struggles, including personal setbacks, a challenging return to the public eye, and the pressure to prove she still belonged in the music world. Social media reaction was swift and divided. Some fans showed compassion, rallying around her and praising her vulnerability. Others weren't so kind, with critics calling the performance chaotic and unprepared. One fan tweeted, "We were rooting for you, Jess, but this wasn't it." Another said, "She's human. Let's show some grace." Industry voices have stepped in as well. Several fellow musicians expressed support, saying that one rough performance shouldn't define a career as long and storied as Simpson's. Others speculated that the nerves were a result of years away from the spotlight and the emotional significance of this particular moment. Jessica has not yet released an official statement, but sources close to her say she was devastated by how the performance went and is currently taking time to regroup. Whether she'll continue to pursue a musical comeback after this incident remains unclear. What's certain is that her vulnerability on stage reminded everyone just how raw and difficult live performance can be, even for seasoned professionals. It was a painful moment, yes, but also a deeply human one. Jessica Simpson's journey is far from over. Whether this moment becomes a roadblock or a turning point depends on how she chooses to respond. One thing's for sure, fans and critics alike will be watching.